I think it looks okay. I mean, there's some things I could change, but I'm not gonna mess with that too much now. So now we're gonna go down to her sponsored things on her leg. So I don't remember exactly which order, but I think it's the Amp TV one first, and then it's I don't know, maybe the fighting one next. I'm not sure. But alright, so we're gonna use what color we're gonna use. It's like a black, but I don't always go fully black. I like to go with, that's good enough color right there. Just paintbrush round. Okay, so it's not that big. It shouldn't be that big. So it'll probably be like, okay, make sure we had it on the right layer. Actually, yeah, just go one layer above. A bit bigger. So I think that's there. I don't know how, I don't really know how big it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be that big, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna just do it this size, leave it this size here. Maybe a little bit bigger, just a tad bit. I mean, I could just go and look at some. I feel like this is a little too big right here, though. I mean, I have a feeling that that's a little too close. I mean, too not close, but too big. But let me see. Let me bring up a reference image. Well, I know a lot of these pictures that I'm looking at right now, it's actually not that big. Oh no, that's not a good picture. Let me see. Why is it so hard to find this picture now? I mean, yeah, I get the other side of her, the other leg, just where the image is like ridiculously big, but alright, so I'm gonna just go with it being that size and just go with it. Well, what I could do is just figure out which order is in. I could do that. Here we go. Alright. So it's the amp, then the fighting thing, and then the what's that, Korean? Yeah, alright. Alright, so let's get to it then. Alright, so this is gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be interesting how we do this. Let's try to get this shaped up really nice. Increase the size a bit. No, that's good enough. This color here. One thing that I really don't like really doing much is actually doing lettering. I don't think I'm all that good at it, personally. That M. These are. I think I might have did that A a little too close. I don't like trying to squeeze things on, like them to be. So, yeah. Okay, so now we need screen. Think like this color green, maybe. Let's just get a dot in there, just a dot. I swear I can't get a dot because of this brush. Let's see. About this right here. Whoa, nope. Just drop this down as small as I can. Let's see. There we go. That dot there. Oops. Might not have enough room for this one. Like I said, I don't like squeezing things on there. We can actually just go ahead and just extend it just a little bit wider. Go back to that color there. All right. All right, so that's that one sponsor there. On to the next one. Let's see, what's the next one? Is the one that has the diamond, like the orange, blue, and white diamond. Sorry, I need a drink of coffee. Okay. That's actually not orange, is it? That's like red. Okay. We'll go with this red here. Go back to this paintbrush here. I know that the orange is at the bottom, but it's much easier to do it this way for me. To do the whole thing one color. I don't know how, be honest, how big is this? Because it's like pretty big on her leg, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So then we come and do this, do the blue in there. Let's see. Oh man, I just. And just go ahead and fill that like this. Kind of like diamond shaped or something like that. Alright, so then we go with the white. which is not really going to be a white. It's more or less closer to this color. Maybe just a little bit lighter. Yeah. Okay, so now we go to the let's see. Let's get in there a little bit more. Get a little bit more control. Alright, so now we gotta get, it says fighting. This shouldn't be too hard. Let's go with, I'm gonna take this brush here. Okay, now for that portion, let's do some predictive strokes. It should help us out a bit. No, that's really small. It's way too big. I don't know, man. Maybe I might want to pick a different brush because this might not give me my desired look that I'm going for. Yeah, let's go with a different brush because this is... Let's try this one. Yeah, it's kind of angled. Okay, let's get rid of that now. Switch colors back. Let's see, put this in. All right, that's number 2. All right, so there's like a small little line. All right. Okay, so we got that one. What is the next one? Oh man, it's a Korean. Whoa, this is gonna be interesting. Yes, it's gonna be interesting. Okay. The good thing is it's not as big as that one we just did. So we need an orange. About that color there. So we're not going to be able to put the whole thing on there. From the way that the leg is turning, it's turned, you're not going to get the whole thing on there. So probably go for a little bit of desaturated orange. All right. Just maybe to shape that up a bit. All right, so that's shaping up a little bit. We'll see how many of these we could actually put in here. Let's see. Actually, we'll pull from this color here. And so from the distance of this, let's see, we can get Where's the, I guess this right here. All right, and fill that in a little bit more. About that color there. All right. Let's see how much we can get in here. Let's see. Actually, let's go with this color, this one we used earlier. I don't know, it's going at an angle. Okay, got the circle there. I think I need to be a little bit longer. Hold on. It's just surprising. Probably use that one here. Maybe straighten up some of these. Okay, that looks straight enough. Now we come back with this white. Yeah, okay, so I don't have to do this. I don't know why I'm deciding to do it, but yeah, I think I got some type of issue with trying to get things exactly how they're supposed to. I'm gonna say exactly, but you know. Like I said, I have this problem with not leaving well enough alone. Yeah, I have a problem with leaving well enough alone, and so a lot of times when I should just be like, oh, forget it, that's good enough. Just people get the gist of what it's saying. I have a problem with like, oh, okay, well, I want it to look more closely like the thing that it is, and not, something else. Like, I understand that there's an orange line going around it as well, orange outline, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to leave well enough alone. And I think the last one that's on there is Blizzard, and I don't know if I want to put that there or not. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just leave it like this. I mean, I still think this is pretty good. I mean, leave him well enough alone. That is something that I just need to learn how to do. Alright, so now that we've got majority of things done, just go back and just mess around with some of the design, just stuff like that, Like, for instance, like I said, I didn't notice this the first time, because like I said, I don't pay that much attention to her when I played, to her design, but so things with the headphones. This pink really doesn't show up until higher up into the design. Wait, probably need to switch to the other one. Okay, so I'm not so what I'm gonna do is try to straighten some things up. Like, that's from whenever Rhea used the airbrush for the first time. Just drop it in where the shadows would hit. Just gotta fix all of these issues. So that's kind of what I want to do now, is just fix all these other issues. Not even issues, just coming back and just fixing up, not necessarily just any problems that I see. things that I don't want in the picture anymore, or things that I see that can be tweaked or touched up a little bit. You know, that's what I'm coming back and working on now. So basically, when we get to that point, we kind of decide to just merge everything down. So what we're gonna do is just merge everything. All right. So now that everything is merged, now we got to deal with something. Let's go at the hue and saturation real fast. Get it really nice and saturated there. Okay, so it's nice and saturated. And then we go with color balance. So when I was trying to shift this into that color there, I like that purple there, but not that much. Probably like that right there. I like that color. Take that back some. That's desaturating it a little bit more. Alright, so kind of like it like that. Although I know her suit's more along the lines of a lighter blue. So we can actually come back and deal with that. Let's reset. We can go into the hue and saturation slider and see if we can't get that really lighter blue tone. And that's that lighter blue, but those colors are not agreeing with me. So we could actually go back and individually unflatten it and then go back and individually mess with the colors, but I'd rather just leave it like it is. So definitely color balance, want to adjust colors a bit. Alright, so now we go to the shadows. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Hold on, let's move this up here. Okay, so let's before, after. Before, after. I don't know. I kind of like the before a little bit better. But let's see what happens if we throw on an overlay layer, like so. And go with this blue here. And let's see. Just set up, you know, just jump in here a little bit. That's a little too much there. But I think we need to actually add some blue in these certain spots. But I think that blue is a little too bright, to be honest. Okay, so let's see what that gives us a little bit more dynamic there. So let's go with clear that out. Add a little bit of blue in there. A little bit more right here. Just in certain areas we want to add just a tad bit of extra blue in these transition areas wherever it's getting ready to change. Okay, so it's doing that crazy thing with the. Alright, so okay, so one thing we want to do, and I'm thinking that I might want to mess with, is let's see if we can't get a good lasso here. Not really all that good. Let's try it again. Alright. So let's see about this hue and saturation. Let's tone that down just a bit. Okay. Yeah. So I think that looks a little bit better. And I think that looks good. And so, only other thing that I'm gonna do in the background is probably write her name in the background or something like that. Or, I don't know, put the rabbit, her little bunny, really big in the background or something. Probably in, let's see. Probably like somewhere around here. Whoa, what's going on with that? Yeah, so somewhere back here. Might put the bunny. And then I'll probably put her name like over here. So it'd be like, you know. And then the V and the A. like over here somewhere. But let's see how we can really mess with that. Probably like that. It's the one thing that I have a problem with doing. Let's see. It's called predictive stroke, and this should help me out a bit. Like, really, this thing is kind of annoying that keeps popping up. It's just weird. It says something about my connection is, yeah, my connection is poor, but how? I mean, I have really good internet, and nobody else is connected to the internet right now, so I don't understand why it's saying that, but I let it do what it does. I'll do what I do, try to finish this. Oh man, this is looking bad. Alright, so I'll see what I want to do to it. Oh my goodness, this is annoying. Please, just go away. You know what? I don't have time for this. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and thank you for messing up my video. Network connection is poor.